Are you afraid of the metaverse?
I hold two thoughts in my head. One is the optimistic thought of the metaverse, which is the ability, I mean, look what we're doing now. I'm in the Cayman Islands, you're in Germany, I'm seeing a digital representation of you, and it feels very natural, and we're used to it. The sound is digitized. I don't know what computer you're on, all of these things work. That's part of the metaverse, the digitization of everything. And that's great because I didn't have to get on a plane to come to see you today, even though it would have been lovely to be there. But look at the ease that this has created, the ability to connect with people in a meaningful way that wasn't available with just a phone call. I also think the metaverse offers entirely new opportunities to create revenue, and we're not constrained by the resources that are on planet Earth. The metaverse exists beyond that because it's just digital resources. Digitalization of everything tends to trend the cost of everything down to zero. So it's going to open the ability to level the playing field globally. You know, a smart kid who's, let's say, in Tanzania gets the same access to education as somebody in London, Stuttgart, New York, because education will go into the metaverse. And then you can then mix with other kids of different backgrounds, different cultures, without the prohibitive costs of having to move to the United States to become a student. You know, there are so many opportunities that we can't get our heads around. But we're all still too focused on the Ready Player One world, this dystopian world where somebody owns the one metaverse experience. That's not what the metaverse is at all. The metaverse is where the majority of our lives become digital, and we create these unique experiences that may be virtual reality, augmented reality, or just 3D, or just digital representations. And we're seeing that creeping into our lives every day. But because it happens incrementally, we don't realize it. And, you know, in a couple of years' time, we'll have augmented reality maps on our iPhone, and we'll be using that, and we won't be thinking, oh, this is the metaverse, but it is. When I get in my Tesla, that's essentially the metaverse. It's a car entirely run digitally now, and that's an extraordinary thing. And as it goes around, it is recording how I drive, where I go, the state of the roads, everything, and putting that back into the AI that drives that. Once you add augmented reality, you'll be able to drive down a street and it'll tell you who lives there, what's going on, anything, you know, all of these things. So I'm hugely optimistic, but it will get used for nefarious aims too. You know, we need experiences in the metaverse that aren't about controlling our data. And that is what people are fearing from Facebook. I think everybody understands this, and the technology is being built out to have, let's say, digital identity that has zero knowledge proofs on it. So we don't have to reveal who we are, but we can confirm who we are. So we can operate and move around these digital nation states, essentially. And we're free to leave one and go to another. So, I mean, and that's a big thing here. It's not like we're trapped in the Facebook's meta. We're actually free to move around.